Good evening and welcome to a very special night in NXTGEN in association with Thrustmaster. It is our Rallycross event with myself, Phil and Jordan also on commentating duties tonight. So I'm just entering the lobby now. So your thoughts on this evening's tonight, Jordan?
It's going to be an interesting one because with Rallycross, you never know who's going to win. You could have one of the slower drivers nip through the field and win this event. It's a complete and utter gamble who will win, but I think there's a couple of drivers that you'd expect to be underdogs that I reckon have a good chance at this.
Yeah, certainly. So do you want to just give a quick rundown to how the evening layout is going to happen and so what our viewers can expect to see from this evening's race or races?
So the way this works is we start with 16 drivers. They get put into 4 different quarterfinal heats. The top 2 of those heats will go through to the semi-finals. The bottom 2 will go to our last chance section. I'll talk more about that in a minute. From the semi-finals, again, 2 heats of 4 drivers. The top 2 go through to the final. The bottom 2 go to the last chance. Now the semi-finals will be randomized, so they will not be like top 2 from heat 1, top 2 from heat 2. It will be completely randomized. From the semi-finals, once you get your 4 straight into the final, we're going to have a last chance section. This is comprised of 2 last chance semi-finals and a last chance final. Both semi-finals and the final of the last chance are 6 drivers long, and the top 3 from each semi-final will go into the last chance final, and the top 2 of the last chance final go into the final with the other 4 drivers. The way it works is the quarterfinals and semi-finals are 4 laps long, and the last chance and finals will be 6 laps long. So everyone has a good chance of getting to that final race to win the very special prize. Now, Phil, I'll let you explain what the prize is.
So, thanks to our guys at Thrustmaster, the prize is for the overall winner a Thrustmaster TSS Plus handbrake mod to add to their Thrustmaster collection that you already have. So, really good prize. Again, thanks to Thrustmaster for giving it to us for this evening as well. Again, a lot of information to follow there at the start as well. Basically, just sit back, grab a beer, and enjoy the action that's about to commence very, very shortly. So 4 waves to start the first lap, 4 drivers in each of those, and then we will narrow it down to where we get to the final. Action packed all the way. Me and Jordan will try and catch as much of it as we can. But yeah, everyone's out to battle for that Thrustmaster TSS handbrake. Again, kindly donated to us by Thrustmaster themselves as well. Do check out the Thrustmaster website if you want to also buy any Thrustmaster products. We do highly recommend it here at NXTGEN as well. But I think we're almost ready to get the first round underway. So it's Linden Hill Rallycross. It's 4 laps, and the first round is in the vintage Escort RS 1600 and the Rallycross version as well. I'll keep up to date on the YouTube comments as well. So Peter Shunan, hello home. We'll see him. That's AFCAPE. He's in one of the races later. F1 Scots Golf Gaming. Hello NGR viewers. Yeah, do get involved in the YouTube chat as well. Some big NGR names and some big names across the sim racing community that's going to be involved in tonight. One of these is Sack Speed. Do check out his YouTube channel. He's in the first race. But yeah, me and Jordan had a little discussion before it went. We can't really pick a winner as yet. We'll see how the night unfolds. We've got a couple of favourites. We'll see how they get on in the race as well. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. I can't wait.
I believe we're all ready for Heat 1 as well. Now, in this heat, we have NGR Lee, VP Boxer Forever, Fun Zaxby TV, Omega RT Sotos will all be battling out to have their place in the semi-final. So, without further ado, let's get this underway.
I'm excited. So F1 Scott Golf Gaming, what heat is Scooby in? I think Scooby is in Heat 3.
Heat 3. Heat 3, yeah. Good evening, Jamie, who's watching on the Facebook page of NXTGEN.
So yeah,
I've got those comments going.
yeah, going out on live on Facebook and YouTube as well. Feel free to get involved in whichever one you want to. Do share it as well. Get the video out there. Same car for all heats. So heat 1, everyone same car, same track. It's the same for heat 2. Everyone will be in the same car, same track as well. Different cars and tracks for each heat. But yeah, everyone in the heats will be in the same car. It's all stock setup. There's no tuning allowed. Everyone's running the same setup, same assist and stuff like that. So it is literally who is the best driver. Here we go. Almost about to start heat 1. Game's just syncing up.
Now these escorts are really good fun to drive.
Yeah, I love these escorts. I love them.
Especially Lydden Hill is the home of British Rallycross. And that Joker lap is a very tricky one around here.
Yeah, so very important rule. Each driver must take the Joker's lap. If they don't, it's a DQ from the race. It's a 0-point score. Basically, you're out. So, yeah, must take it. I believe why we're waiting is it's just at the ready up screen. So it'll be up to drivers just to click ready up. That's what we're waiting for at the moment. Hopefully, they won't wait too much longer. People will be clicking X to get there underway. We just wait patiently for it to happen. There we go.
So here we go, heat 1. We're sinking all of the escorts. The revs start to build. We have all 3 red lights, and we have green here at Lydden Hill for the first time tonight.
So
That's a bad start from Omega, that.
Yeah, VP Boxer, MGR Lee.
Doing the Joker lap right now.
So
see how difficult that is.
So a couple of drivers getting it out the way quickly there as well. Is that a sensible thing to do, or is it better just to try and get a bit of a lead? VP Boxer Forever is doing.
Good little slide that from.
Oh, side contact.
Just a bit going into the hairpin, but nothing too crucial there.
I'm sure we'll see plenty of that this evening. There'll be rubbing and racing rule definitely applied tonight. Watching these escorts blast around Lydden Hill at the moment. Onto the dirt section of the track now. Saxby TV really trying to get past VP now. Saxby takes his Joker lap. In him feathering the throttle. Tricky section now. Hard turn onto the gravel.
Where does he come out? That's the key. He's
got
out ahead.
In second.
He's in second now. He's ahead of the lead and Omega, which is good news for him.
Now these 3 here have taken the Joker lap, but VP out in front, but still has to take that Joker lap as well.
Back end trying to kick, coming through the hairpin. There's Axfeed. With Lee right behind him. I don't know what's happened to Omega. He's dropped a lot of time.
Yeah, he seems to be struggling with the escorts. Doesn't seem to be behaving well for him. Saxby absolutely loving it though. Actually owns an escort in real life as well, so he'll be used to the car and throwing it around the corners. So this is where it's now time to catch up. Now it does look like VP. Has VP taken his Joker lap yet? Is he saving it right till the end?
I can confirm he will be taking it on lap number 4. You can tell, I don't know if you've got it on your screen there, Phil, with the broadcast, you can see the J next to their names.
Yes, it's a little box with a little blue box with a tick in it, so that will appear. So for the viewers, that will show if they have taken their Joker lap. But VP at the moment running away, but there's Saxby in the distance. He's now got to take his Joker lap. Is this going to allow Saxby to catch up?
Thing is, Zaxby's been losing time here. He's now over 5 seconds. He came out of the Joker about 4 and a bit behind VP, so I think VP is safe in this one. There he is. He's coming out of the Joker lap ahead of Zaxby. Zaxby almost losing the back end, going over the barrier.
Yeah, Zaxby pushing very hard. He obviously wants it. Second place will get him through though, so that's the main thing. Is it who gets through? Is it first and second, or is it just first that go through from the heats?
First and second will advance to the semi-final heats. So at the moment, Lee and Omega will be battling it out in the last chance semi-finals. But here comes Boxer Forever.
It's
Through the
been
final corner here at Linden Hill. And he will take the win in Heat 1, followed by Zach Speed.
so pretty much flawless race from VP there as well. It all pretty much fell into place for him. It was a little bit of worry, but yeah, Zach Speed, I think the escort caught him out just a little bit a couple of times. It lost a little bit of time, but VP and Zach Speed go through. We did think Zach Speed was going to be going through anyway, but those two make it automatically through. NGR Lee and Amiga will maybe have a chance to battle it out in the last chance rounds though as well. So catching up with the YouTube comments, Gary Vass, awesome. And then F1 Scott's Golf Gaming, well done VP. Yep, well done to him. It, pretty much perfect race from him from start to finish.
Without a doubt, yeah. I mean, couldn't really fault him, it's fair to say, on that last heat.
One thing I will say now, just to the viewers, it's only at the moment 4 drivers in each heat. The final will have a slight few more drivers, and obviously it's going to be the faster ones that all get through as well. So even though it may look easy now, it's definitely going to get more and more tough each round as they go through. So yeah, we'll see how that all plays in. So Jordan is just going to invite the next heat in. We'll try and keep it going quickly as possible. Any questions at all from the viewers on Facebook or YouTube, just keep the comments coming. Again, if you just tune in, this is our Thrustmaster evening, or Rallycross evening, where the overall winner will win a Thrustmaster TSS handbrake given to us by Thrustmaster. So do check out their website as well for all their products and information. Add them on Facebook. If you're into sim racing as well, please come and join us at NXTGEN. We try and get events like this held as often as we can, but we have leagues running, dirt rally leagues, most sim racing games out there, Gran Turismo Sport, Assetto Corsa, Project Cars 2. We've got an F1 2018 league starting next season as well, so do come and join us, get involved as well. So here come the next invite. So in this round, we've got NGR Fraser, VP Kamikaze, Slider Gas 28, and there's just one more to come as well. My personal opinion, one to watch in this, NGR Fraser. Seems quite a nice guy on the mic. And AMH Racing as well is the final contestant in this wave. But NGR Fraser, nice guy on the mic, but once the lights go out on track, it turns into an absolute animal. So definitely one to watch in the Rallycross. Although the Ford Escort is not a particular favourite of his, which I was talking to him about the other night. I couldn't say anything because the cars and tracks have been kept secret from the entries. So Peter Schumann, Team Kamikaze. So we've already got support for Kamikaze coming in as well. But yeah, get involved. Big up your person that you are supporting in the race. But do enjoy all the racing. And let's hope for a relatively clean Rallycross race as we go into race 2 very shortly.
Just waiting for Slider Gas and AMH to just thumb up, make sure they're ready to rock and roll. There's AMH. Slider Gas just needs to put some up. We'll get going. But obviously, you're speaking about Fraser. I reckon Slider Gas is a real underdog in this. Who could pull off an immense victory, in my opinion. He's been getting quicker all year. I mean, I've had the pleasure of commentating on him during the Monday Night Tourer package, and he's been getting faster and faster, and I really can't wait to see him how he takes this on. I mean, this is a wild card. Slider Gas is a wild card.
Yeah, so just to explain the wild card situation as well. So before the event, myself and Jordan were allowed to pick one or two drivers each, just in case there's anyone that couldn't make it due to situations and like modern day life and stuff, or time zones and stuff. So we picked a couple of drivers. Slider Gas is Jordan's one. My wild card is still to come. We'll explain why my wild card is in the race in the heat when he comes. So yeah, some of the drivers in there just for how we've seen them drive and stuff in leagues that NXTGEN have run. I've witnessed a couple of the Group A, the One Touring cars and the Group A races as well. Slider Gas, he can throw BMWs round on a track on slick tyres, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in the Escort as well around the Rallycross tracks. So Hope Slider Gas. So just catching up with the YouTube comments. Hope Slider Gas is faster on track. Oh, winky face there. So we've got some battle coming in. Jamie Dory, I'm scared, laugh out loud. So again, just at the ready up screen now. There we go.
And that's a quick ready up. So we're sinking in. So 3 red lines for the second time tonight here at Midden Hill in the Escorts. Who's going to get the best starts? The green and everyone sideways off the line.
Back end coming out completely there. So a VP taking now Fraser, AMH Racing taking the Joker lap there. Oh, VP makes a mistake.
I think he got a bit of a tap from AMH going into that Joker. That is pretty much ruined their heat.
Yeah, now AMH, I don't think was the cause of that, to be honest. It was just friendly racing from him. I think he just slowed down. My opinion is AMH should have just carried on going. It's just one of them. He maybe thought that he caused the contact. I don't, looking at it from the angle that we were watching, I don't think it was. I think VP was already spinning when AMH made the contact, but that's allowed Fraser to run away with it at the moment. He can just go out for a Sunday drive now, in my opinion.
I just watched it back on the Facebook stream, and it looks like AMH just went for the gap, and unfortunately just ran into the back of VP there. Very unfortunate. It was a good idea. It just didn't quite pay off, and unfortunately, as long as Slider Gas and Fraser, who's just taken his Joker out, keep it on the gravel and tar, they will be absolutely fine.
Yeah, so nice tactics from Fraser there. He's obviously gone out. I think he was just waiting to see what everyone else was doing out on track, get an idea of the flow of it. He's taken his Joker lap now. He's got it out the way, so he hasn't got that to worry about. But I'll tell you what, VP is catching up to these guys, so it might not be over, depending on what happens with the front runners. Anything can happen in racing. Oh, Slider Gas got a little bit side by side with Fraser. I might have just commentated cursing there. Slider Gas sticking with Fraser. Slider Gas the only one left to do his Joker lap now, though.
He is in peril, though, because he's only got about a second. He's taking it now, and that is VP Kamikaze will be through. I think Fraser kind of took it at the wrong time there, in my opinion, for not necessarily for himself, but for Slider Gas. In Slider Gas's own race, he kind of took it at the wrong time, because Slider Gas then became under pressure from Fraser moving behind.
Now that to me shows that VP is just absolutely on fire and has just got absolutely killer pace, because if he had that incident and has managed to pretty much catch up to the front runner two that haven't really had any kind of incident like that, then that guy has got some real pace and is definitely one to watch tonight.
Yes, obviously various cars being used tonight. I think Kamikaze does enjoy the Escort, and he is closing in on Fraser.
Yeah, Fraser has admitted this isn't a particular favourite car of his. Some cars just don't gel with certain people. It's going to be interesting when the cars and tracks change to see how people handle it as the competition gets a bit more intense. VP's just got this glued to the track though. He's just making this look easy.
You can see, I tell you what, the biggest thing about VP here, he's getting the car slightly sideways, but he's moving forwards at the same time. He's not going sideways and staying sideways. It's almost perfect trajectory through the corners. But Fraser does win from Kamikaze. There goes AMH. He's into the last chance finals, as will Slider Gas. I think it's a bit of a shame for Slider Gas. I don't think he quite got on with the Escort.
Yeah, it was. It's Rallycross is a completely different style of racing that you have to. It's not just like getting a car and turn it around the corner. VP, I think what we've seen there is a perfect example of how to take on the rallycross kind of style. You've really got to get your car into the corner much before that you'd normally start turning in a normal car. So it is a completely different style of racing that you do need to undertake. It's not just one that you can jump in and win. So I think VP he's been practicing. We have announced, obviously we didn't tell the guys the car and track combos. We just said pretty much use. It won't be any DLC, Project Cars 2 DLC tonight. It's just all content that came with the game. That's the only hint that we did give them. But yeah, it will show tonight those who normally drive the rallycross and those who have not really give that much practice. It's one of those that you do need to really work at, and it's not one that you can probably find that you're good. It looks really easy when you see people do it. When you try it in the game, it's not quite as easy as what you'd imagine it to be.
No, so we're on to heat number 3 then. This contains, I will read them as I invite them in. NGR Scooby G, the Group A champion. It also contains, if I can find them all, WRT Edu STM, Paul R87, and Sim FX Basser.
So just a comment on YouTube from Andrew Holmes, AMH Racing. Well done, guys. Story of my bloody season. Good luck to me, guys. Now, don't forget, Andrew, carry on watching because you do still have a chance to get into the final as well. So don't turn your PS4 off yet. Stay online. You've still got a chance to get in that final. It's not over for you yet. So who would you say is the one to watch for you in this round?
This one, Edu. I have battled Edu in a previous NXTGEN Rallycross event. It was, I think, 8 laps long, and we didn't stop battling for the whole 8 laps. It was very intense, and I just about got him. So for me, he is definitely the one to watch in general for the tournament.
Yeah, Edu's one of my favourite picks as well. Edu is one of those drivers that will go for gaps. He will push the car to the limit. He is very good. He did hold a rallycross league for us as well in the thing, so it is a personal favourite of his as well. Scooby G definitely one to watch, but Edu, yeah, he's all goes well as long as there's no incidents. I think he will definitely be walking away with first tonight. We'll see how the others get on though. Some really good drivers in this heat.
We'll get going because they've obviously got the 2 minutes ready up screen, so hopefully that should take them too long to be ready. And an interesting thing actually, because obviously I've got a spreadsheet open with the heats and the results. And interestingly, if you're listed first or second, first or fourth on my list in each heat, they've both gone to the last chance. Only number 2 and 3 in the list have gone through to the semi-finals at the moment.
Ah, there we go. A little bit of fact for you, fact hunters out there. Again, if you are just tuning in, this is our Rallycross evening, brought to you by NXTGEN and sponsored by Thrustmaster. This is Heat 3.
And this needs to be reset.
Oh dear, we've got
All
a couple of
retired,
people.
ED retired.
So yeah, I think we'll be restarting this one. The joys of online gaming in the 21st century. So yeah, Edu disconnected. Yeah, we'll get the room set back up. We'll get the invite sent out again.
I'll do a complete refresh, come out of the room, reset it. There we go. Technology is brilliant, as long as it works.
If you're watching on the stream, ignore that.
Yeah, you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
We will get a new room set up for this.
So if you're watching on the YouTube, let us know who you think who's gone through so far, who, if any of them are your particular favourites, going to take the overall win. And if you are new, please come and join us over at NXTGEN. Our next season is due to start at the end of November, the 26th of November. That's our season 13 now. So we're well into our sim racing career at NXTGEN. Come and join us. Also, if you are watching and you're in another sim racing team or something like that, come over, enter our leagues as well. It's not just open to NXTGEN members. We do allow other people to join in and get involved in the races. Also, if you have a team and you want to do maybe a team versus team, so from against some of our NGR tag races, we're happy to incorporate that as well, obviously, if we have the availability on the night. But yeah, come and get involved with us. We're always looking for new adventures in the sim racing world. So hopefully we'll go out with only hitches this time round.
I think I'll wait for the thumbs up. That seems to work so far. Obviously, that time we went without all the thumbs up. Don't know whether that might have been the issue.
So we're just waiting for a SimFX Basser.
And we are all ready to go. So let's try this again. A rerun of heat number 3.
I see Edu's in a red and yellow car there. Now Edu is Spanish. I wonder if he chose that livery or the game just give it to him. It was just lucky that that's his country's colour.
So the other thing that's quite interesting as well with this is that even those default setups, there are actually 2 or 3. I think there's 2 different setups for the rallycross cars. They've got a rallycross and a circuit version. So that's always a very interesting one to play because obviously with Glidden Hill, there's not there's like a 50-50 in tarmac and gravel. So you can always choose whether you want to be quicker on the tar or quicker on the gravel. It's an interesting thing to choose.
I would personally, I would go for the rallycross because even though you might be slightly quicker on the tarmac, you'd shed loads of time on the gravel. Nice
But it
to
all
see
depends because in some rallycross races there is actually more tar. So see how it goes through the night. But we're ready for heat number 3 this time with all 4 drivers, which is a good start.
Very good start. So Edu and Scooby on the start. Oh, both get a very good start there, almost identical. I was hard to pick who got the best start of them two. Scooby is going for his Joker lap, followed by SimFX Basser as well. So both getting that out of the way early. Edu and Paul are 87, both choosing not to take theirs just yet. I think Edu will see him take it lap 3 or 4. I think he'll keep going right until the end.
I think he will, because the problem is with the Joker lap, you come back into the clutches of those behind and don't want to really have a battle, but he may not have a choice because Scooby is closing in.
Yeah, Scooby's
3.5, pretty much behind Edu once the concertina has sorted itself out.
Yeah, Scooby's no stranger to rallycross cars as well. He's been practicing all week as well. Obviously, a lot of the drivers only got into this through entering a time trial, apart from the wild cards. So everyone who got here is deserved because that's SimFX, I think. Oh no, Paul R87. So that's an unfortunate incident for him. Hit the tyre wall and puts him down into last place. He has still to take his Joker lap as well, so that's pretty much nailed his coffin shut tonight. Unfortunately, Edu's still leading the way, but Scooby still about 3 seconds. Yeah, he's taking about half a second from that lap.
That's close enough because I think you lose about 4 seconds in the Joker. So Scooby's on target here to take the win. As we move on to the penultimate lap with Edu.
So here he goes. Let's see how Scooby closes the gap on him.
He's done him. He's in the lead. There is Edu in the background, just coming over the little jump.
So yeah, well played well into Scooby's hand there. Oh no, Paul R87 getting caught out on that corner again.
It just seems like he's drifting the car in, just making the back end drift a little bit too much, and he's just clipping the inside tyre wall there. Very hard corner to get right in the rear-wheel drive Escorts, that is for sure, because it's actually part tarmac, part gravel. So you do have a lot more grip on that inside.
He's lost it
and
again.
A clip of the grass. Bends him back round.
Yeah, but this is Scooby's just absolutely played into his hand here. He's just running away with it. Great camera shot on Scooby's car here. You can just hear him feathering the throttle, knows when to get the power down, when to attack and when to back off. He's actually up on his lap time here as well, so he's just improving every lap. It's just having, obviously he's
using the revs very, very well. He's really revving the engine to his maximum, which really is quite impressive. I mean, 7,000 revs, and he's getting good drive through all 7,000 of them.
Yeah, great performance from Scooby.
A good performance then from the Group A champion, leading through to the semi-final heats. There's Edu. He'll be through. Sinovex Bassa. He'll be going to the last chance. Lovely finish though. Absolutely. Broad sideways.
And then Paul, unfortunately, not his night.
Well, so far.
Yeah, all could change, all could change. It is not over for him. It'll be interesting to see how he handles the next car. It's theatrical. It was a theatrical finish. We'll say that.
That is your result so for heat number 3.
That's a really impressive performance by Scooby. 5-second lead on Edu, who we both said at the start Edu was the one to beat in this heat and maybe the overall championship. So Scooby, yeah, well done to him. So we're into the final heat of the first initial knockout stages. So just reading the YouTube comments, Paul Conroy, nice one Scooby, well done mate. F1 Scott's Golf Gaming, well done Scooby. Fastest lap so far. Yeah, it was really, really impressive driving from Scooby there.
So I'm going to kick our current drivers out.
And this round, this heat, we'll see my wild card.
Yes, and a almost joint wild card as well, I think.
So Jamie Dory will comment on the YouTube chat there. Roof time. So Jamie Dory is actually my wildcard selection for this evening as well. Just simply because if you ever watch any streams, so Clio Cup, Group A's over on Jordan's channel, or the Monday night races on Jordan's channel that are streamed. Jamie F430, Jamie Dory, likes to always finish the race by getting the car sideways and flipping it on its roof. So he is also quite a good racer as well. He's just very good at getting a car sideways. So simply because how good he is at getting a car sideways, I have picked him as my wild card for this evening. I'm just hoping that he doesn't take it too sideways, although I'm now regretting probably my decision for this because we might see a barrel roll within the race. Cape is also a joint sort of wild card as well. I'll let you explain why he's the wild card for this, Jordan.
Well, Cape, I mean, again, I've had the pleasure of commentating on him in the Ginetta Juniors, which obviously in season 13 will now be the Ginetta GT5s and the Ginetta GT4s. He turns out week in, week out, he has some amazing battles. He's had some amazing finishes as well. Got in the top 5 a few times in a very tough league. But he turns up, doesn't complain. And yeah, he has some really good racing behind him, and I think he, personally, in our joint decision here, he deserves a chance because of that commitment and almost mindset to keep going and improving.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Because obviously at NXTGEN we're all about giving the effectively slower drivers a good chance to get up through the ranks and get into the top flights, in essence, getting those top fives, podiums. And I think AFCAPE has really utilised that quite well.
Yeah, and another person that's real. I mean, GT5 Faz. He was in our one of our GT3 lobbies this season, and he really shone. He was, I think he got third place in most races. He definitely got it. I'm pretty sure more than anyone. And at the start of the season, he was like, I'll enter it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that good. Whether he was just underselling himself, not sure, but he did really well. So we'll see how he gets on tonight. Tough decision to call this. Jack is a really good driver. Jack actually won our last Thrustmaster competition where it was a T150 and T3 PA pedal set. So Jack actually won that. He was in our pad race. So we just opened up again. So at next gen we don't scrutinise people if they have a pad or a wheel. Races are open to all, but that competition was just, we spoke to Thrustmaster, said, look, we've got a few pad users. Not everyone can go out and afford a wheel straight away, so we opened up the evening, set the competition open up to anyone with a pad. Jack entered it, stormed it, to be fair. So I think it was 3 races. Off the top of my
Yes, I
head.
remember because I did actually enter that, and my connection kept bailing me out, which was annoying.
But
It was, yeah,
yeah, Jack, you'll have to just
you
enter it
could.
next. You'll just have to enter it next time when we do another one, Jordan.
I've got a will now. It's a bit late. No, it was an interesting night actually, but yeah, Jack was very quick on it. I must admit. I think I was about half a second off of him in the Formula Cs. So
Yeah, people who say that you can't play Project Cars with a pad, uh, just come over and speak. There's another guy in the group, WRT Shadow. He's very fast on a pad.
but
Gamers
we sync up
Tintin.
for final heat of the quarters. My money's on Jamie personally, but we're green. And that's not a brilliant start, that from Jack.
No, a bit slow. Oh, side-by-side contact there as well with GT5 Fast, who's taken his Joker on the first lap. Paid off for Scooby. Will it pay off for him? Jack clutching the wall.
Barriers. Now, Jack, I will just say this. I was talking to him earlier. He is... Oh, is that... Oh, Jamie's off
Jamie.
really wide.
Remember, Jamie, you're not doing your barrel roll yet, son. Just keep on going.
Yeah, I was talking to Jack earlier. He is on his wheel. He was thinking of using his controller tonight, but he got a bit of practice in on the wheel, and so that's what he's on tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to be using your pads. You need the wheel for extra control, really, on these cars.
I disagree with that. I mean, I'm happy with... I'm actually prefer Rallycross on pad, weirdly enough.
I suppose it's good if you need to get that instant sort of lock going on. Jamie F430 has taken his Joker now as well, so that's 2 out of the 4 taking the Joker.
But look at AFCAPE here. Now, he's not quite out of range yet, Vass. But if he keeps going, he could have a good little scrap with him on that lap. He does do his Joker.
Yeah,
Very careful with the throttle.
Do Jack and AFCAPE take their Joker on this lap coming, or save it for the final lap?
I would say Jack, you save it for the final lap. AFCAPE, maybe come in now, and AFCAPE listens, goes straight into the Joker.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Slows it right down. There goes Vass on the inside. He's through into second place. Very sideways coming out though.
Yeah, well held by Vass there to get it round that corner. He obviously saw AFCAPE on the Joker lap, went for it, held it really, really well. Afcape's getting it sideways. Not Afcape, sorry, GT5 getting it sideways. He's really pushing hard. Oh, lovely little,
Jamie in the background.
lovely little view that then.
Jack taking it a bit steady. He's got 5 seconds to Vass.
Doesn't want to take it too easy though. Jamie getting it very sideways across the grass, going full rallycross action here. Here comes Jamie now, trying to get the back end to snap out.
Got to be careful of these curves here. The left one is very horrible, but Jack should be coming out of the Joker. He is still in the lead by nearly a second. So yeah, I think I'm correct. Around Lytton Hill, it's about a 4-second extra Joker, and as Jamie has gone round, Afcape's also gone round.
Yeah, whether they connected with each other, I'm not too sure. It looks like they're quite a distance apart, so maybe both just pushing a little bit too hard.
I wonder if it was like a side-by-side contact, Afcape spinning to the inside, Jamie having a twitch and potentially actually spinning later on through the corner. But Jack, we're on the final lap, through the final corner, and a well-driven heat from Jack TMT3 Synopsis seizing into the semis.
Yeah, well driven by GT5 as well. GT5 Fast really looked like he was just having a great time and a lot of fun out there. Now, Jamie FL30, are we going to see him do his trademark barrel roll? Here he goes. Has he done it? He's not been able to pull it off.
I think the settings have changed so he can't have control after the race, funny enough. Change for him, but
he will be furious. He loves a barrel roll. To finish a race with a barrel roll, it's the only reason I invited him in, and that's made me a bit sad.
So that is the quarterfinal heats completed, and the people that have gone through are Fun Zaxby TV, VP Boxer Forever, NGR Fraser, VP Kamikaze, WRT Edu STM, NGR Scooby G, Jack Timothy 3 Synopsis, and GT5 Vass. Now, what happens now is we are going to take 5 minutes to have a random draw. So, we'll quickly set it up.
So this draw is to basically choose who goes against who in the next heats now.
Once I have the name, I will begin the draw. Remember, again, only 4 per heat.
So if you are just tuning in, this is our Rallycross evening, sponsored by Thrustmaster. The overall winner of the event will win a Thrustmaster TSS handbrake. So thank you very much to Thrustmaster for giving us that prize to give out to the winner.
So, random draw time. This is heat number 1. The first name is WRT Edu STM. I will be popping it into the sheet as I do it. The next man will be GT5 Vass. Currently 2 people who finished second at the moment. NGR Freighter also in Heat 1, the Heat 2 winner. And finally, in Heat number 1, it's VP Kamikaze. So Fraser and Kamikaze meet again.
This is a very interesting lobby.
So that means in Heat number 2, we have Fun Zaxby TV, VP Boxer Forever, who again meet together. NGR Scooby G, who won Heat 3. And also Jack TV3 Synopsis, who won Heat number 4.
And now it is also time to change the car and the track as well.
It is. I'm going to reset the lobby to make sure, because obviously PCars does have a few issues still with lobbies like that.
So Jordan's just going to set it up, and then we'll announce the new car and track once we're in that lobby.
I keep forgetting who makes these cars. It's annoying. Right, so the track is that one up there. Make sure everything is good to go. Make sure nothing has changed. So again, 4 laps, 2 heats. I'll invite Phil first. And then our semi-final heat 1 drivers.
So who do you think's going through? Which of the top 2 do you think are going through on this one then, Jordan?
I think Fraser and Kamikaze, personally, but I think Edu might have something to say about that.
Yeah, I would say in this, I'm going to say Edu and Fraser go through. So we're on the Rallycross Supercar Lights, and we're at Daytona International Speedway Rallycross track for this one. So very, very much different car. I love these little cars. These little cars are amazing.
Yeah, they are 4-wheel drive, little pocket rockets. Actually, I'm gonna have a quick look. So this is the Oldsberg's MSE RX Supercar Light. This is the effectively junior formula for the World Rallycross. It is 4-wheel drive, has 315 brake horsepower, and only weighs 2,667 pounds. Acceleration 0 to 100 kilometers is 2.59 seconds, and a top speed of 143, which you'll never really reach. It's got no extra features, a 6-speed sequential gearbox and a straight 4 engine.
I would say if you want to practice at Rallycross on Project Cars 2, go into this car.
Definitely. Very, very, very good car to practice in.
Or if you just want to have a lot of fun, go in this car on an ice track.
Are you saying Daytona's not very nice, Phil?
No, I like Daytona, but this car, put it on ice, and it's immense fun. It's just so easy to control.
This car around Lowiak's quite good as well.
I think this car on any track, to be fair, Rallycross, road, whatever.
All bar Knock Hill, in my opinion, actually. Knock Hill is a very particular circuit for Rallycross. And these cars don't really suit it because you can't really chuck the car around in Scotland.
Oh, have we got? Oh no, there he is, just behind the hill. I thought we only had 3 cars there.
So GT5S, Edu, Fraser, Kamikaze. This is semi-final Heat 1, 4 laps of Daytona. We are green here in America.
Oh, that's a great start.
Edu's had a horrible start there.
Oh, that's contact.
Oh no, that is Edu actually. That's VP Kamikaze falls into the barrier.
Yeah, I think it was it GT5?
Oh, it's
at Vaz, wasn't it?
I will alert you that even though that is quite some damage Kamikaze has on his Super Light car, that will not affect his performance. It is a visual only damage tonight.
Yeah, we didn't want to make it too difficult for them. Just wanted to make it as much fun as possible. But WRT
is absolutely closing in on the Spaniard though. Sorry to cut you in, Phil, but he is flying along right now.
Yeah, and Edu's still got to take his Joker lap as well. Back end coming out.
Horribly, Fraser. I must admit, the dirt section here is not very nice.
That was some great jumps coming in from VP in the distance there, though. VP bringing it to GT5, trying to find a way through. Trying to go down the inside. No way through though. This is a great battle. Now we're on board with VP. He's got him down the inside here.
All of the handbrake, lovely touch.
And makes it.
What's happened to Vass? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Maybe getting a bit too sideways.
So, Edu's still got to take his Joker lap.
He'll have to take it on the next one. He's got this last lap now to take the Joker. And Fraser, I'm almost certain, will go past him. VP Kamikaze and Edu, this could be an interesting battle coming out of the Joker lap.
Oh, Edu.
He's got that wrong as Fraser, as Edu's side. Amazingly, he's just out ahead though. It's an interesting joke on actually. If you get it correct, it's not as long as you think.
And just looking at this, how's VP getting such good air on this? He's getting huge jumps.
And the top two go to the final, the bottom two into the last chance.
Yeah, and I think we saw VP just hit the wall again there as well. So Edu and Fraser, they make it through. Well done to Edu. I was surprised he came out in front. Obviously the Joker lap not quite as punishing as Lydden Hill.
But I think it also helped him with that little bit of collision work at the start, because I think Fraser did get held up from that.
But well done to the first two. So Edu and Fraser definitely in the final now.
Yeah, that is a confirmed thing. I'm literally just updating the sheet as we go.
So if anyone's watching on Facebook or YouTube, can you guess yet what the final car class choice is going to be?
Bear in mind, we do have two different sections left.
It's a real shame that there weren't any Group B cars in the game to start before the DLC.
Yeah, I will admit that.
It's a real shame that Project Cars 2 stopped their free car with each DLC pack as well. So we've got 3 out of 4 here. So is Scooby going to be one to watch in this? Sack Speed, is he?
I think BP, I mean, Scooby G can never count him out. And let's think about Jack here, because he was very, very good.
Now I know Jack likes these cars as well. It was actually Jack that when we did an open evening sort of thing where it was just random cars, random tracks, he's the one that suggested this car on the ice track. So Jack likes these cars. Jack's like these cars very, very much. I'm going to say overall winner on this, Scooby G. I'm going for that.
Oh, it's a tough one. Very, very tough one as we wait for Scooby and Jack to ready up. I think it will be Zach Speed on this one. I think four-wheel drive's more his style compared to the rear-wheel drive Escort.
It's a tough lobby to call. So everyone's with the ready up.
So we're going to get going then. The second semi-final of the night.
4 laps around Daytona again. I do like the jump section in this.
I tell you, it's a very American thing, I must admit.
Yeah.
I've seen both Global Rallycross, which is the Americans stuff, and the World Rallycross, and I must admit the jumps are very, very American. I mean, especially when the World Rallycross goes to like Canada, around the Grand Prix Trois Riviere, and there's a little jump in there, and you can just tell it's because it's like North America's typical type of stuff for their area. But Jack is on pole from Zach Speed. Remember, these grids randomized; they are not designated at all. Sometimes being at the back, I mean, it's a shame you can't really have them all 4 lined up in a line.
Yeah.
But
So it has sync
nothing
now.
to do with it.
I like that Red Bull livery that Scooby's got.
Second semi-final. We're green.
Great start by Zach Speed. Jack, unfortunately.
Jack in the lead.
And he's taken the Joker straight away.
He spun it. Zach Speed spun it in the Joker.
Oh dear. Oh, it was. Oh, I got confused. Sorry, it was Zach Speed. Jack got an amazing start. It was Zach Speed that was a little bit slow off the line.
Very well recovered that from Jack. Scooby G in second with VP Boxer Forever right on his tail. This is some brilliant rallycross racing right now.
Yes, and here they go onto the dirt section. Not just yet, it's not.
Still on the top. Zach Speed a lot of time to make up, especially with this type of Joker lap. Here comes Boxer Forever into the Joker. It looks like Zach Speed pulled the handbrake and expected a little bit more slide and give from the car.
Great jump, great jump. Jack, hold on, yeah. The Joker lap not punishing at all on this track, really. It's quite an easy Joker lap to take.
And the nice thing, you've actually got a much better exit as well compared to the normal lap.
Yeah, it's almost just like a sweeping corner, really.
But there goes Boxer Forever. Where does Jack go out? He fills out behind him, so Boxer Forever have made up 2 positions there and taken the Joker up then with 1 lap earlier.
So Jack and Scooby used to battling each other. They've raced against each other in many, many different series at NXTGEN. Here comes Scooby trying to get down the inside, can't do it. Jack's got it covered. Oh, Jack, back end coming out.
Luckily, he's almost squared the corner up there. He's managed to get the power down and he got away. VP Boxer Forever looking quite happy there. A better line actually up from VP going through that first turn.
Yeah, very good driving VP here. Jack, unfortunately, not able to relax quite as much with Scooby G right on his tail.
Very, very twitchy into the 90 left there on the dirt section.
He's leaning on him. Oh, Scooby's got the inside. Jack's got the inside now. Great drive by Jack.
Boxer is going to win though. He's through to the final. As he is. Jack 223 synopsis. Scooby G is in third. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Zach Speed in the last chance.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was. You know, you try and do something, sometimes it doesn't pay off. Like you say, he's probably tried to handbrake it just to get a sweep round the corner. Just didn't work out for him, unfortunately. Great drive from VP, though.
I'd say a cracking battle between Jack and Scooby yet again on the track. But Scooby, unfortunately, just missing out.
Yeah, Scooby would have loved that. Scooby likes being involved in the close quarter battles. Jack did really well to hold him off, though.
Go back to the lobby. Now, the next part of tonight will be the last chance.
So this is
again, that'll be randomised for the 2 semi-finals of it.
So this is the part now where everyone who's came second and third in the previous rounds all get sort of randomly picked out and then go against each other for a chance to be in the final. So we'll see who gets picked out for the first one. And again, we'll be changing the car and track for this as well.
So just setting up the random picker to set up the heats. Now, also a change in format. This will be 6 cars battling it out over 6 laps instead. So, are you ready, Phil, for the first semi-final random draw?
I am ready.
So, the first name pulled out of the hat, last chance semi-final 1, NGR Lee.
So he was in race 1.
And now my computer decides it doesn't want to play ball. Well done.
Some slight technical issues at Race HQ at the moment.
Right, let me just save that and reopen it.
So is who in the final at the moment, is that who you expected to be there? Is there any names that aren't there that you would have expected to see?
I must admit, I didn't expect Fraser to be there, I must admit. Not straight through.
I think Saxpeed and Scooby are a surprise for me that they're not. So Peter Schooneman with a comment there. If it's Group B, it's Code B, Brown. I can confirm it's not Group B. Where it's just in case people don't have the DLC. We've just decided to go for a non-DLC evening, so it's not going to be any Group B cars.
Right, just reloading that. I will get ready with the next heats. Right.
So just anyone that is tuning in now as well. This is our Rallycross evening brought to you by NXTGEN, sponsored by Thrustmaster. Overall, the battles go on. It gets to the final. The overall winner will win a Thrustmaster TSS plus handbrake mod for their Thrustmaster wheel and pedal set. So all to play for. Everyone wants that prize. And now we're just into our runner-up knockout group now, so anyone who was third and fourth in any of the previous races still has a chance to go through to the final. It'll be 6 cars that are battling out on track now, so bigger grid, which should mean more action in the corners.
Right, we're back. So, carrying on with the draw. It's all good. Rallycross HQ then. So, the second driver to pull out the hat, Omega RT Sotos. So, the 2 boys from Heat 1 will compete yet again with each other. Number 3 out of the hat. Don't know why he's in there. Slider Gas 28 from Heat number 2. Number 4, GT5 Vass.
Ooh.
You made it into the first of the semi-final heats. Number 5 will be your man, Phil, Jamie F430.
Don't let me down, Jamie.
And the final man in this first semi-final, not be him. NGR, Scooby G.
Oh. And just to remind the viewers, how many go through from this into the final?
So what happens now is we'll have 2 semi-finals for the last chance. The top 3 from each of the last chance semi-finals will go to the last chance final, and then the top 2 from the last chance final get to play in the final race of the evening.
Everyone clear on that?
So, semi-final number 2 for the last chance. We start off with VP Kamikaze. He will be joined by AMH Racing. And is yeah, that works. Then it will be Paul R87 and SimFX Bassa.
Let's hope Paul has a slightly better handling with the choice of car he gets this time.
Afcape is also in there. There is one more. Just need to find him. Where are you? There he is, Mr. Zach Speed, which is amazing, really. I mean, he came into this probably one of the favourites to win.
So on the YouTube comments, there was chat after it. Zach Speed said he wasn't sure where he was going. Knowing the track is definitely a plus.
It does, yeah. Right, I'm literally just about to set it up. Go down to the track. Remember, this is going to be 6 laps long, so they have a little bit longer to race. A couple more laps to think about their Joker lap as well.
So extra pressure from more cars being on track, and tactics can play a big part of it now.
Now, I'll get Phil in, and Phil can explain the class of car and the track, and then we'll get the first of the last chance semi-finals going.
So now we're on to the RX Supercar. Now, is the choice open where they can choose any car for this, Jordan?
Yes, it is open class, which does enable 2 DLC cars of the Citroen and the Audi, but all in all cars are pretty much the same.
Yeah, so obviously on stock setup as well there, so you can pretty much see from the stats there. So let's just go through the choice of cars. So you've got the Audi S1 RX Quattro, so that's 165 mile per hour top speed, 2.4 seconds acceleration 0 to 100, 560 HP, and 2,866 pounds. The Citroen DS3, which is an amazing car, 143 mile per hour top speed, 2.9 seconds 0 to 100, 590 HP, and again, same weight as the Audi. Ford Focus RS RX, 165 top speed, 2.9 0 to 100, 565, and again, same weight. All cars same weight in this class, I do believe. Honda Civic. I love the Civic. 165, 2.9, 570, and then the Mini Countryman, I should say, 165, 2.9. So you can pretty much see they're all pretty similar now. 600 horsepower. The Mercedes AMG Rallycross, 165, 2.9, 575, and 2,932 pounds. And then the Megane RS. So McGann and the Mercedes actually SMS designed these for the game. 165 top speed, 2 seconds for acceleration 0 to 100, 545 horsepower. And then the Polo, which again is a great car, 165, 2.9 seconds and 560 HP, 2866 pounds. All of them 6-speed sequential and straight 4 engines. All of them pretty much same stats in the game in terms of control difficulty. The Civic is the only one with a 1 bar for that, so that's saying the easiest if you want to give that a go. But that is the choice of cars that the drivers have. Let's see what we've got. So Scooby G, I can't really work out. Jamie FL30 going the Mini. Amiga, Slidergas also going the Mini. NGR Lay going the Civic. I think GT5 is in the Citroen. Mercedes, it looks like, for Scooby G. Amiga, I think that might be the Civic as well. No, Ford Focus now Scooby G's gone, so Focus, Mini, Civic, DS. So we're just waiting for the thumbs up from NGR. We're at I don't even know how to pronounce it, the rallycross off. How do you pronounce this?
Lowiak.
Lowiak. And 6 laps of this one here as well. This is going to be great for these cars. Long swimming corners, couple of tight corners as well. I've raced this one in an open evening we did. The battles were insane on it. In these cars as well, higher power, higher grip, and it's 6 cars, well 5 other cars apart from yourself to deal with on track as well for 6 laps now.
Just waiting for NGR to thumb up and we'll get going here at 6 laps of Lowiak.
So F1 Scots Golf, that Joker looks tight, yes. Just like Linden Hill, there's a very tight turn in this one as well. So it is one that he's definitely going to have to plan when to take it. I don't think we're going to see anyone take it in lap 1 or 2. I think we'll start seeing the Joker get used. Few will use it lap 3. I think we'll see it get used mostly in lap 4 and 5, depending on how the race goes. But yeah, I think mid part of the race is where we'll see the Joker get used by most of the drivers. And then we've got the thumbs up from Lee.
I must admit, it's quite funny actually. I mean, that Joker looks tighter than it is. It's got a chicane in it, but it is quite a fast one. If you can get the correct line through it. If you get the wrong line, you are in trouble.
So let's hope that you're the only person that takes that Joker lap at that time. Because if you are having to, it's going to be a bit messy.
Remember, there is 6 laps, so an additional 2 laps in this, which makes the racing a little bit more strategical with the Joker. And the top 3 from this race will go into the last chance final.
Oh, I've just noticed the comment from X1 the Scots Golf Gaming. That's an ugly car, the Civic. I have to disagree. But at heart, I'm still like a 14-year-old boy that likes Lamborghinis, so I love the look of the Civic. It's just a mean-looking car.
I think the DS3 has got the best chance. Personally, I think the DS3 is the best car on the grid of this.
The DS3 is an amazing car.
We're getting ready though. Last chance semi-final 1 is underway here at Lowiak in France, and a good start from GT5 Vass. Chucks it into turn 1. Very wide in the barrier instead.
Oh dear. Oh, there's a huge slip. And GT5 Vass, unfortunately, clips the ball again, spins around. Scooby D now in the lead. He's got Amiga, who got a great start off the line as well. He was at the back of the grid. Slidergas in first. Good jump. Goes over the curb. Oh, losing it a little bit.
Rub the wall. Jamie now for third. And Jolly, and there's Vass at the back of the pack. After being absolutely cream crackered in turn 1.
Yeah, that is but it's not a long way to go, but he's still got a good few laps where he can catch up. A lot can happen in 4 laps. And a few still have to take that Joker as well. Amiga hit the jump in his Honda Civic. he's scraping the wall there. It's going to lose him a lot of time. Jamie gets a very good drive out the corner. Slider gas, the Mini looking very well on this track.
Doing a good job here. He's already taken his Joker lap. Jamie hasn't.
Yeah, that could play into Slider gas hands very, very well.
Leader goes to the Joker. And a lovely line. Make sure he doesn't hit the wall. That's a beautiful Joker lap actually from Scooby.
Yeah, driving that Focus very, very well. Jamie.
This is going to be a battle for the eyes though. Jamie versus Slider gas.
Ooh.
Slider gas is gone.
He keeps his place at the moment.
Remember, Slider gas is fourth, and that is not the position you want. If you are fourth, you are knocked out of this competition. There is no second chance anymore if you finish fourth, fifth, or sixth.
They need to catch up to Jamie. Again, it is just visual damage, so it doesn't matter if they do lose any of the body parts. Oh, Jamie smacks the wall.
Funny enough, these two have history with stuff like this because in Group A's at Zolder, Slider gas lost out due to some penalties, and Jamie almost threw that away with putting it in the barrier. So.
Don't forget, these boys are racing for that TSS plus handbrake mod from Thrustmaster as well. It's not just about pride. Slider gas needs to get his foot down, needs to catch up to Jamie, put a bit of pressure onto him. Scooby G still out in front in that Ford Focus, no damage whatsoever.
Slider gas on Jamie's car. That's
yeah.
Really cool.
I think he's going to need more than eyes to get him through this round though. Slider gas is not giving up on it.
Now sideways they are through turn number 2 and up to 3. Lovely line from Jamie at 430.
Some great sideways action going on in these minis by these drivers tonight.
Scooby though will be the first man into that last chance final. Omega, a very quiet one. We haven't seen much of him, but he's driven well here in that Civic.
Yeah, Omega got a really, really good start off the line as well. He was on the back line of the lot. Here comes Jamie now, so he makes it through into the final as well. Slider gas just misses out on NGR with a very, very battered Honda Civic. Unfortunately, will miss out on it as well. And GT5 Fast, in the car that we thought would dominate, unfortunately loses out.
So that is semi-final 1 for the last chance, guys. Scooby G goes through along with Omega and Jamie F430. Remember, the job is only half done at this point for these guys.
So
they've got one more race.
Just a comment on YouTube, F1 Golf Gaming. He jumped the start though. He can't have jumped the start. We've actually kept penalties on where if anyone does jump a start, they'll have to take a drive through. It will issue a penalty to them of some kind. So he can't have jumped the start. He just got off really, really quickly.
So moving in to semi-final number 2.
So who's going to take the top 3 in this one? So Lee Southall, wish it was one car only, punishment for me not using these cars regularly, had no idea which car was fast, major disadvantage. The Civic's not slow. The Civic 8 isn't the slowest out the lot. It is literally, it's just one of these cars that you do have to really put in some practice on them.
It's funny, a lot of people actually do use that Civic. It is is one of the top cars, actually, I think, in the world. But any of these cars you can make really fast, you just have to drive them right. It's a very, very difficult thing to get right with these cars. You've got to get the sideways and forward momentum absolutely perfect.
I think when I first got the game, the Civic was one of the first cars that I went to, and I found it difficult, but I tried the others as well, and yeah, they're not easy to drive if you just starting out on the rallycross section of the game. So here come our next lot: Paul R87, VP Kamikaze, Funsack Speed TV, Simifex Bassa, Afcape. And we're just waiting on one more.
AMH Racing still to join. Here he is.
So let's see what
Again,
cars we got.
Paul in the DS3 at the moment, Kamikaze in the Audi. I believe that's a Polo for Zach Speed.
That's the Mercedes that I think.
Paul Lars has gone Polo. Focus for CMFX Basso, Focus for Afcape, and Civic for AMH.
That Polo is quite a nice car.
It is. I tell you what, a lot of this with these cars is how you drive, like driving style. Like for me, I enjoy the DS3 and the Audi more than the Civic and the Polo, purely because the back end is a little bit more sideways and you can chuck it in a little bit more.
They're just
You
slightly
just have to be very careful.
They're just slightly smaller wheelbase on them as well, isn't it? Slightly smaller cars, so a little bit easier just to throw around the corners. But again,
A lot of it. I was just going to say, a lot of it is the amount of opposite lock you put in. If you put in too much, the car will grip up, and as we saw with Fast there in the first semi-final for the last chance, it just gripped up too much, and that's what sent him in the wall.
it's like when you learn sim racing in general, track racing, you've pretty much got to learn from scratch the rallycross side of things.
There's a very good saying actually in the world, and that is a rally driver or rallycross driver you can teach to be a racing driver. A racing driver you can never teach to be a rallying driver. This is basically what these boys have been put into. They've been racing throughout NXTGEN, and they've suddenly been put into these cars from racing. I mean, I've got more of a rallying background in games, but that's what they're up against here. Semi-final 2. On the way now.
Contact!
Not looking good.
It was
Bassa, unfortunately, involved in that.
There's a lot of contact at the start. I think it all started, I don't know who is the green and black car. Sack Speed, I think, yeah, just sticky cars might have took over, unfortunately. But yeah, in the Focus RS, he makes it into first place at the moment, just ahead of AMH in the Honda Civic. Afcape come and attack under from Paul here in the Polo.
Paul a little bit deep in now.
VP in the Audi. Unfortunately with that contact well back. AMH bringing it to Sack Speed.
Oh, and Sack Speed trying to force the issue, sliding the car in.
Hits the wall.
AMH on the inside here. That's going to be a beautiful move to take the lead.
Oh, we've got... Yeah, that's a shame for him.
He was running in third as well. He would have been through. But currently some effects Bassa now in that place. Here comes Kamikaze. He's got a bit of work to do. But he can still make the last chance final. He's still got 4 laps here to make at that time.
Oh, they've all taken the Joker lap now as well, so it is literally just get on and fire. Great camera shot here. Great turn there from VP. He is in third.
Done it very much in that bin.
You can hear the tyres screeching as he slides it round. Could be on for second place here as SimFX scraping the wall. That's going to slow him down. Just shows how good VP is doing, the lead that he's put on him now. So SimFX has his work cut out. AMH absolutely run away with this one though. There's Paul R87 in the polo. Gets onto the dirt there. On board with him now from what he's seeing in the game. Nice drive around the corner there. SimFX just in front in that focus. It's going to go down the inside as he pulled it off. Might have gone a little bit too deep. Yes, he did. Oh, huge contact.
He actually didn't go in deep enough. Well, SimFX into the wall on the long right-hander. Yeah, he didn't go in deep enough, actually. SimFX, using the wider line, actually got the power down earlier as contact.
This is definitely turned into Sunday League rallycross driving now.
This man very dominant on this heat.
Yeah, almost 10 seconds in front of Sack Speed at the moment.
And Paul's finally got past SimFX here.
Oh, SimFX
That's a
is
massive shame for Athlete. Massive shame.
Yeah.
It's very so hard. I mean, he was running in third, and he had the Joker sorted already compared to the likes of SimFX.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have to treat a disconnect like a car failure. It unfortunately does mean that you are out of the race.
But that is AMH winning here.
That's a comfortable win as well. Held that very well. And the VP takes the final spot.
So, here are your 3 cars through to the last chance final. It is AMH Racing, VP Kamikaze, and Fun Zack Speed TV.
I think that was our first rallycross race, to be honest. There was a lot of side by side, as we'll say, racing going on in that.
I think Daytona was Daytona heat number 2, in my opinion, with Jack and Scooby.
Yes, that was a very respectable racing.
So we will be staying here at Lowiak for the last chance final. No change at all.
So
now, this time, Kamikaze can stay in. Paul, unfortunately, I'm going to have to kick you out.
Oh, he's left. We'll need to invite him back in.
So, AMH, Zack Speed, Scooby G, Jamie F430, Omega RT Sotos, VP Kamikaze is your last chance final. Now, this race is actually worse than the first one. Only 2 go through from this one.
And this is a tough one to call. This is very tough to call.
And they're all here. And they're all ready to race.
Who's the 2 that you're picking for this?
Difficult question.
And if we based it on the last two rounds, just pure driving performance, obviously Scooby G and AMH, for pure determination, sack speed is just going for
Kamikaze.
it. Kamikaze as well.
Kamikaze's got a brilliant shout.
Yeah. Tough
How
one.
about the
Tough
man
one
on
to
his
call.
roof?
Jamie will.
He's surprisingly very good. We've got 4 Civics in this one and 5 Civics in this one.
And Jamie's the only one in the Audi. Is that bottom one a Civic? Yes, yes it is. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Just waiting for Scooby and Omega to ready up. Make sure they're sorted.
Yeah, Jamie handled that Mini quite well. I'm surprised he's changed to the Audi. I would have thought he would have stuck with the Mini.
So we're all ready to go. The Audi, I know Jamie likes the Audi. Me and him were messing around with them at Brands Hatch in the snow the other night as a bit of a giggle. And yeah, brilliant. Me and him were drifting everywhere. He loves it.
So it could play into his advantage. Everyone else is in the slightly longer Civic. So slightly smaller Audi may fit into slightly smaller gaps. See
Remember, only the top 2 go through.
F1 Scott's Golf Yuck 5 He really doesn't like the Civic F1 Scott's Golf on the YouTube comments. Well done, Jamie, for being different. And Jamie's
On pole.
on the pole, so the Audi. So just wait for them to ready up. There we go.
And then the last chance final. The top 2 go through. Who's going to take those 2 spots for the final? We're going to find out as we go green here in Lowlight.
Oh, it's a bad start by Jamie, unfortunately. Oh, and again, 3 cars touching.
Piling into turn 1. And I believe we're down to 5 cars.
Yeah, someone, I'm not sure what's
Zaxby
happened.
I believe Zaxby jumped the start.
Right, okay, so that's the DQ. So just go back to the YouTube comment before. So yeah, if you do jump start, unfortunately, you get a DQ. So makes it slightly easier for the other guys on track at the moment. VP and Amiga leading the way. Great battle by these two at the moment, fighting hard.
Jamie and AMH, they know each other so damn well. This is going to make an interesting battle as well, but
oh, that's a touch from AMH.
I think Jamie's gone Joker for that yet.
So a couple of them have took the Joker now.
Oh, lovely driving from Jamie Ethel, 30 through the Joker lap there. Very Ken Block, Jim Kerner-esque apart from that bit.
Yeah. Now Amiga, the only one to take his Joker lap now.
Kamikaze's got the lead and he's taking the Joker lap already. That's phenomenal stuff from him. Maybe the Omega into the Joker. Oh, that's gone wrong. That's gone very wrong for Omega. Didn't quite land it quite right. He's going to get out ahead of Jamie, but Jamie's had a few extra slides somewhere, I think.
There's one of them.
Very sideways.
Yeah, so we did mention the Joker lap. It's quite easy to take if you get the right line. If you get the wrong line, it goes wrong. And Amiga give us the demonstration of if it goes wrong. 3 Civics all nearly sideways going through that corner. AMH and VP, the ones at the moment going through. They're only on lap 4 of 6 though on board with AMH here as he's trying to bring it to VP. Can't find a way past there though. He's got very good pace here though. Oh, that is a bit of a cut. He doesn't gain from it though.
Scooby G up his inside though. And that's Scooby up into that second place.
Yeah, unfortunately, that little mistake there where he just turned in too early has unfortunately sacrificed second place
Oh,
at the
but he's
moment.
gone down the inside. Again, Scooby will have good drive off. They touch going through the right hander next to it. Scooby will just about hang on to that place. This is phenomenal racing. This is the best race I think we've had so far.
Definitely. Oh, Scooby gets into first place. What a move.
And here comes AMH right behind, trying to take advantage.
They're now on the final lap of the race. It's now or never, do or die.
Oh, that looks like a lovely switch back from AMH. He's going to get good drive out of turn 2. He's through into that second place, which is absolutely inevitable.
This has been a great race. Well done to AMH for that move there, though. Gets him into second place. Scooby G with that awesome move.
Drift through turn 5 into turn 6. So that's AMH in the wall. And VP Kamikaze going around the outside. Who's going to get this on the line? Scooby's already won. Oh, and AMH.
Oh! Just took it.
AMH takes that pivotal second place.
What a race.
Scooby G and AMH are your people through to that final. Wow. And also confirmation, Zach Speed jumping the start.
Yeah, unfortunately, jumped the start, DQ, but we had to have some kind of way to avoid it happening. And unfortunate, that's what it's a shame it doesn't offer some kind of time penalty, but I suppose that's how it goes. That was a great race, though. Well done to AMH for getting that second spot. Well done to Scooby as well. But we are down to the nitty gritty now. So I think Jordan is just going to be sending out the new invites.
Just updating the brackets here. Then we'll set up the finale.
So this is it. This is the one they want to win. This is for that Thrustmaster TSS handbrake mod.
Right, I'm going to set up a brand new lobby for it.
So Jordan will just send out an invite very soon. So who do you think is going to take the win? Let us know on your comments. Once again, thank you very much to Thrustmaster for helping us get this evening sorted, for giving us the prize to give away. If you are into sim racing, please come and join us at NXTGEN. Our season 13 starts on the 26th of November. Plenty of leagues to get involved with. We've got league on Assetto Corsa, GT Sport, Project Cars 2. We've got Dirt Rally League and F1 2018 League as well.
I believe the first leagues to run. There's one on. That's obviously the Monday Night Tours on the Cars 2. Dirt Rally starts up on that Monday as well. That's like a week-long thing. I believe there's also a Mini Cooper.
So yeah, I've got to try and remember all the leagues now. There's quite a few. So we've got Monday Night Tours, which consists of Group A's, Modern Touring Cars, Clio Cups. There is a mini championship on GT Sport. We've got V8s on Project Cars 2. We've got GTE. For the first time since NextGen started, GT3 is taking a break. GTE is replacing that. We've got Ginetta GT5, sponsored by Emily Linscott. We've got Ginetta GT4s running as well. We've got Clio Cup, sponsored by Max Coates on Saturday nights. That's also streamed to the channel on every race. Sundays, we've got Ferrari Challenge as well. There's just so many leagues running. There's Porsche GT3 RS Road Car on GT Sport. There's Porsche GT3 running on Gran Turismo Sport as well. There's just so many different car classes running, open to all skill levels, pad or wheel. Come over and join us. Dirt Rally, as we've mentioned, that runs on a weekly basis, so if you've got some spare time, you can take part in that as well at your own leisure. It's just everything going on. There's classic DTM on Assetto Corsa running as well. It's just lots of different things going on. We've got our our Euro GT running on Gran Turismo Sport as well on Sunday nights. It's just lots of different action going on. And if you just like banter and just want to talk about sim racing in general, just come and join us on our Facebook. Find us at NXTGEN Racing Leagues Community and come and join in the fun.
Right, the final. We're heading to hell. We're going to send all the drivers to hell.
Yeah.
In Norway, the Lankbanen Rallycross circuit. This is the final 6 laps of intense racing. It is going to be the longest 6 laps of the driver's night.
So same
if
rules.
You're not first.
Sorry, Jordan, go on.
If you're not first, you're not getting that prize.
Yeah,
that is the bottom line.
There's no second chances now. All the second chances are done. This is it now, the final. Same rules apply. The Joker lap has to be taken. If you jump start, it's DQ. The only way we will reset the lobby is if there's a mass disconnect before the race starts, which hopefully, fingers crossed, won't happen again. But this is it. Everyone is in it for their own. The niceties will be out the door now. Everyone will be defending for their life. Who's going to take it? Get your YouTube comments in now. Let us know who it is. So ANH, Scooby G, WRT, EDOSTM, Jack TM35 Synopsis, VP Boxer Forever, and NGR Fraser. Who is going to take the overall win? Let's find out as the race gets underway.
We need like one of those really dramatic transitions now as we head. I just got to do one thing before we go. That might be useful. Yeah, you need like a dramatic transition now as we head to hell for the final race of the NXTGEN Thrustmaster Rallycross competition.
I'll just do some dramatic music. Ba ba bum, ba ba bum bum, ba ba bum bum bum. That's about it. How's it pronounced? Lankenbanen?
Just call it hell.
Let's call it hell then.
It is. That's why everyone else calls it. It's hell. It's technically Lankbanen, but yeah, hell. That's how the World Rallycross actually refer to it, is hell. So
it's gonna be hell for these guys. Go on, Jordan. If you have to pick one name, who's it going to be?
I'm going to go with Scooby G.
I will pick. Oh God, it's hard. I need to say it before it starts as well. I'm going to go with. I can't really. Edu. Tell you what, when you put on the spot, it's hard to pick a name. They all deserve it.
To go green though. We're green in hell. Now that's a hell of a start from
all of them. Pretty much all of them. Fraser.
Who's gone in the Joker though? Boxer, Jack, Scooby, and AMH all in the Joker lap.
Getting it
Jack,
out of the
only
way.
one into the Civic. Very wide that window. And
Oh,
that is very well held. Oh, collisions behind.
Yeah, it's Jack. Unfortunately, he's come off worse than anyone out of that.
Fraser out in front though. 1.5 second gap to the to the 4 chasing Civics.
Now the top two still have to take their Joker lap as well. VP
collisions between Edu and Boxer Forever, although that's a great move from Boxer Forever if he can do that. This is very tight and it's all helping Fraser right now.
There's bits of car flying off everywhere. There's cars slide around the track and make contact with each other. Everyone trying to find their line through the track. It's very, very bunched up. 3 wide. Oh, huge jump. Oh, that's a big spin from VP, who was doing so well.
2VG and Boxer Forever. Very unfortunate. Wide over that jump does not happen.
Now we did have a battle at the top there as well. It's still Fraser who's in the lead, who has taken his Joker. Edu's in second, but still to take his Joker. AMH is coming in for the fight here as well.
There's Jack in that polo, the only non-Civic man. He got very unlucky early in this heat.
Run lap 4 of 6, so it's still not over, but Fraser slightly running away with it.
In second now. Jack now into third.
AMH into second. Fraser seems to have been lucky enough to avoid all of the action, is what we'll call it, so sort of been able to run away slightly.
No, it's only 1.5. Only 1.5 between Fraser and AMH. AMH is actually flinging that Civic around these corners. Oh, that's not the way to do a Joker lap.
Yeah.
I don't think the game actually will allow that Joker lap to stand, because...
I mean, it has ticked it.
Has it ticked over? Okay. Sometimes the game will say you haven't done that because you've not followed the route. But less than a second between the top two. Can AMH close the gap enough? He's got 1 lap to do it. He needs a mistake from Fraser.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I mean, Fraser landing the jump perfectly at the start as well. He's not forcing too much of the car.
The rear wheels up beautifully out of there.
I think we know what car Fraser has been practicing in. Oh, AMH with a big side impact on the wall. Throws him round. Jack, unfortunately, not able to get into second place.
Here is your winner. NGR Fraser wins the tournament. He wins that handbrake. AMH second, Jack third.
It's been a good year for Fraser. Fraser was first in the Renault Esports Project Cars 2 competition. He made it to finals with them. He's made it into our Race of Winners event for league wins as well. And now he wins the Thrustmaster Rallycross event evening and wins that TSS handbrake. So we'll only now expect to see Fraser get even better as he now improves his Thrustmaster add-on collection. AMH took second, Jack took third, Edu fourth, VP Boxer Forever takes fifth, and surprisingly NGR Scooby, who I think got involved in a bit of the contact, unfortunately finished in sixth. But well done to all the drivers tonight who took part. It's been a really good race, but well done to Fraser, who takes the overall win, almost 5 seconds really ahead, but just over 4 seconds ahead of AMH. Amazing race. Jordan, your thoughts on the evening?
First of all, I think we need to get Fraser in this pie to speak to him. And second of all, I thought fantastic. Just open to all to have another good night, because it is fantastic racing to get involved with.
Yeah, I've invited Fraser into the chat just to get his thoughts on it. Hopefully he'll join us soon. I think he's just
Yes.
joined the chat now. Hello, Fraser.
Hello. Hello. Can
Hello.
you hear me?
Hello.
Yep, we
Hello.
can hear
Hello. Yeah. Really
you.
thrilled with that. I just managed to sneak in front of Edu as I came out of the Joker, and from there I just had to keep it in one piece and not blow it. Oh, that was an excellent evening's racing though. That was really good. And I'm so happy. Yeah, I just woke the neighbours up shouting.
Well done. I mean, did you go into that final race with any tactics in mind, or was it literally just?
I wanted to do the Joker lap on at the start, but I was on the inside, so that blew that straight. It was just drive sensibly, because as soon as you overdrive those cars, you kind of just end up going sideways and losing a great amount of time. Plus, I really like that. What was I driving again?
The Civic.
Civic.
Yeah, that really nice. That's just fast. It's got a big old turbo on it and powers you along. That's great, that car. And I've been doing it all evening without handbrake, so
Yeah,
just what I need.
yeah. Well, thankfully from Thrustmaster, that'll be on its way to you very soon as well, mate.
Oh,
Uh,
I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that awesome prize.
Obviously, good question for me because obviously a lot of next gen is mainly circuit racing, and I was saying to Phil earlier, there's obviously a common saying of you can teach a rally driver how to race, but you can't really teach a racing driver how to rally. But
Uh,
you seem to manage that so well, transitioning from circuit racing to the rallycrossing.
I do like, I don't know, perhaps that's the way I drive in real life.
You are sideways in the Group A, so I'll
As
give
a
you that.
kid, definitely like when I was a teenager, 17 and that, it was Mark 1 Escorts. So the first one was, I was like, oh, thank you very much. I do like an Escort, yeah. In my younger days, of a bit of boy racing and that. But, yeah, no, I like the car being a bit unstable. I'm surprised you didn't notice that in the Group A's, Jordan. I like a bit of a
Yeah,
kick
yeah.
in the back end that.
The
Yeah.
good old TK in the Group A.
So really, it's the other way around that I've transitioned from a sort of loose car, which is closer to sort of road car handling, and gone to like GT3. That's a different style of driving completely. You've got trust in the downforce, and so to me, I've always done sort of this type of driving in my life, in real life. So that kind of helps. Bit of practice.
I get
Obviously,
this.
in your semi-final, massive battle with Edu. I mean, it couldn't have been much tighter between you. Was there a
Yeah,
bit of thought that potentially you might actually not get through the semis because it was fairly tiny packed in that semi-final round Daytona?
I was quite pleased with the group I got. I thought compared to be honest, the names of the guys in the other group scared me more than and I just thought how well everybody raced in it. But Edu, I kind of decided all I needed was second, and it was pointless wiping us both out trying to just get first place in that. Um, and I made a big mistake going over that jump. Really got sideways, and I did quite well. I thought to collect it. Yeah, could have ended up in disaster. That did. No, it all went great. I couldn't have asked for a better race on all of the races. Really, it was hard, minimal contact, and I just got into a nice little clear spot. It's
So,
always good racing. He's a tenacious racer, that guy, and he doesn't give up spaces easily.
So, I
Yeah,
mean, your year this year for sim racing, Fraser, is, I mean, you've been with NextGen for quite a few seasons now, but over the last sort of couple of seasons, you've really seemed to have developed. I mean, we went down to an event as Simply Racer a couple of years ago, I think it was, for a Mike Epps event. I think we were
yeah,
all, I think it was just when NextGen had started, we were all pretty much starting
it
out
was, yeah.
on it, and you were always one of them that would sometimes do well, but a lot of the times with mid pack. But this year, your, I mean, we won't say we can call it like a career, but your journey in sim
It's,
racing is has really taken leaps and bounds. I mean, you've won next gen leagues, you've won the Renault Esports Championship, you've won this event tonight. What is it you think really has improved your game, or has made you step up to how you have
um,
developed?
a lot of it, the hardest part I struggle with is the mental side of it, keeping focused on the race and not letting a little knock put you off, because it's so easy to get distracted, and as soon as that happens, your race will fall apart within a couple of laps. So it's just the mental side of keeping focused on what I want with it, because it's a career. I've taken it seriously enough for it to be a career. Well, I don't
Yeah.
make any money out of it, but the enjoyment I get out of it is, and my racing skills are a testament to next gen, because this is where I've hardly done any sim racing, like multiplayer racing, and it's racing against the guys I race in week in, week out. Um, they're the ones pushing me on. They're the ones that have all got a sort of, they're all as fast or faster than I am. Just depends on the day and then the luck of the gods, really.
Yeah, I think, and the good thing I think about next gen is, even though we have leagues and it is competitive, there's still an element to it where it's kept as a fun kind of thing as well, where you will get
Oh,
some, and like people who have got setups aren't afraid to share them. They, you
yeah,
know, obviously events like this are a little bit different. We obviously use it as stock and stuff like that, but you will get the competitive edge in it, especially when there's prizes on offer, like the Race of Winners. You slightly see a more competitive side to that. But I think as a general feeling, people like yourself, it's more about a community of people who, we can't afford to do this in the real world. We haven't got the time to do it. People have got families and stuff, so logging on for a
exactly.
couple of hours a few nights a week, it's as serious as it is that some take it in, when they go out and do it on a Saturday
And
or a
you get
Sunday in a
to
real car.
understand how these Formula One drivers start to feel and think, maybe as you understand, like as a driver, you start to understand what they're doing as well. Whereas before, I sat there and watched it, and I didn't really know what was going on. But it's there's such during the lobby setup before the races, we have such fun. Like it's like being with a big group of mates down the pub, except there's
Yeah.
no alcohol involved. It's sim racing. Yeah, we have a right laugh. It's awesome. I recommend it to anybody. Just a great
So
hobby
Just
it
as,
is.
just as a thing for me, sorry, Phil. Obviously with this event, obviously it comes with the added liberty of obviously stream commentators stuff like that. How
Brilliant. I love it.
how does that affect? I mean, you knowing that you are not only just racing around with the people around you, you're actually racing in front of a potential audience on the
That
stream.
spurs me on as well. Yeah, it's sort of, it adds that extra element to it that, say, a set of Corsa lacks, because you can't stream it, you can't show it from a TV sort of angle. Whereas, and I watch the races, and to be honest, they're more exciting than watching a Formula One race half the time. It's it's just quite hasn't got that glamour yet. I'll give it time, and it will be probably bigger than Formula One sim racing, I reckon. That's my prediction for it. It can only get better with technology and more people coming into it. And it's something, I'm an old man, and other sports I can't compete on a level playing field with these sort of 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and here I can. It's to me it's a level playing field. It's something you don't have to take up when you're young. You can start any time in your life, really. I see an old fella, 89 years old, the other day, who was enjoying himself on some YouTube video I was watching. So that's something for me. I mean, most sports I wouldn't really have a chance of competing in, but this, yeah, well up there.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about sim racing, isn't it? You can literally all you need is a PS4. I mean, obviously to race the next day, you need a
And a
PS4
controller, yeah.
controller. Thrustmaster wheels, relatively cheap
Yeah,
if you want to get like
that's why I've got a
T150 and pedals.
T300. I've got a T300. I love the thing to pieces. Absolutely. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
and
and
then
I'm hard on wheels, and this is still going strong after a couple of years. Yeah.
and that's the good thing about Thrustmaster. Obviously, Fraser will now get the handbrake attachment for it, but you can add different pedals. There's different wheel attachments you can get for it. It's just Thrustmaster is so adaptive in what you can do with it,
It's,
and the
I started
quality
off
is.
I started off with a T80, and then I had a T150 and liked that so much. I bought the T300, and then got the pro pedals for it, and I got a nice little rig building along. And now with this Samba, yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon about that. Absolutely fantastic that is.
And do you think that investing in those slightly, so the T300 is probably more on the expensive range for some, it's sort of going into the range like £300.
If
Do
Yeah,
you
you can
think
pick them
that's
up for you can pick them up for close to 200 if you keep your eye out. Mine was £220 from box.co 2 years ago. So if you keep an eye out, sort of sales and stuff,
now?
you can get them close to 200.
Do you think
I
investing
think
in them is helped improve your overall game, or do you think that's just you putting time in and practicing that's done it, or do you
uh,
think they have had
no,
an effect?
you get the feeling compared to a controller. You don't get the same immersion with a controller. Like it feels like you're driving a proper car. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Really, is there's and it's not a lot of money if you consider you say you instead of going down a pub for 12 weeks or so and spending ever how much you would on 10 pints, I don't know, and you could have just instead stay in and do sim racing. That's sort of kind of how I've gone with it. Yeah, it's a much healthier, more interesting, and cheaper hobby.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, it's not really expensive if you consider some of the how much money.
Yeah, yeah. Although you might have a hard time, anyone watching might have a hard time convincing the missus that it's slightly better. I think what I'm going to try and do is just get Scooby in on the chat as well, if he's still online. Where is he? Maybe he's.
Congratulating Jeff on his semi-final win. Also saying that our presentation, Phil, is a good effort.
Thank you very much. Yeah, lots of comments.
Also laughing at you as well.
Laughing at me.
Yeah, for when you were trying to pick a driver, I believe.
Ah, right, okay, yeah, it was tough. I did pick Edu only because I mean Fraser's been involved with a couple of races with Edu. Edu's one of them that will go for the gaps, and I just thought the aggressive the aggressive side of Edu might come out a bit more in the final than what we saw. But no, it was one of them where I was just like I don't know who to pick. I just don't know, and yeah, it was couldn't be happy for Fraser though. Really, really good drive from him.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to all the guys that have said well done to me. Like, just looking through the list.
Lee is one of them. Lee saying congratulations, Fraser. Clean race for you. And also, you get Lee Horse has said quote of the day from Fraser: "Sim racing will be bigger than F1 one day."
But I believe that. I really do. You look at the sort of little parties these that say GT Sport put together. I mean, they make it look really glamorous, and they seem to. I like when I went along to the Renault Esports bit. It's been an awful long time since I've been treated like a VIP. I don't think I've ever been treated like a VIP. but I turned up and I was made to feel special. And I got sort of like a T-shirt and a hat out of it. Yeah, just things like that. And some of the prize money I see going up on some of the other racing sims. They're putting up millions now.
Yeah,
it's just saying everybody has got a chance of doing pretty much compared to Formula One. There's only 22 spaces there, aren't there? And that's not many places to fill out of.
And the good thing about sim racing, you can sit there, eat a pie, and get on with the race just after you finish that pie. You would never be able to do that in a Formula One car.
No, they'd be moaning at you for getting crust and everything everywhere.
Yeah, and no one wants a crusty F1 seat.
No, they don't. This is Jenson Button. He said he was going to win Alonso's seat, didn't he? Just before.
Yeah.
That tickled me, that did.
But I think that I did invite Skibby. I think he actually went offline just before I invited him, though. So, have you got anything else to ask or say, Jordan?
Other than obviously massive congrats, Fraser. Obviously, with the handbrake, a lot of racing cars on this game don't have it.
It's a shifter as well, isn't it?
It is a shifter, so I'm assuming that's what you're going to be using it for.
Yeah, Group A, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed a Group A. It's weird trying to heel and toe using the paddles. I don't know why. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to getting this and trying this out. I'm like a kid at Christmas. Yeah.
Christmas comes early here.
Brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Cheers, guys, for organising this.
Congratulations, Fraser.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. Right, I'll head off.
All right. Well, again, well done, Fraser. Thanks for taking part, taking the time out to get involved as well. Thanks to every not just Fraser, but thanks to all the drivers who've made this possible tonight. And thanks, obviously, Jordan, for co-commentating with me as well. And again, a massive shout out to our sponsor for the evening and prize donator, Thrustmaster. And all those who are watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank you very much for getting involved in your comments.
Thank you as well, Phil.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoy it. I'm much better at speaking about what's happening on the screen than I am actually putting a foot to pedal. So yeah, I enjoy doing it as well. But yeah, if you are watching and you are interested in getting involved in sim racing, do come and join us at NXTGEN. Multiple skill levels allowed. And as Fraser said, it's just one way just to improve your game as well and just make it up. So yeah, as Fraser said, sim racing is just getting bigger, and we'll be here to take everyone on that journey from start to the final as well. But I think that's it from us for this very special evening of our Thrustmaster Rallycross event. Again, thank you very much all to watching, and thank you to Jordan for commentating and all the drivers for taking part. Until next time, until season 13 gets underway, take care, and we'll see you all soon.